Uy. Oh. Live.
ENEOS takes on the evolving challenge of creating new value day after day. We are oil specialists. That's why we aspire to contribute to the leading engine oil development for the future. It is with that goal in mind that ENEOS is the proud sponsor of Super GT. Super GT is the most prestigious motorsport in Japan. The demanding race requires participants to keep racing not only for a long period of time, but also while maintaining a high speed. We support these racers taking on this challenge as one team. High-quality engine oil can bring out the maximum performance of race cars.
速く走るためにエンジンオイルにはこだわっています。オイルの性能次第で振動が少なくなって運転しやすくなりますし、結果タイムの短縮にもつながります。エンジンオイル重要です。
High-quality engine oil gives the racers a chance to push themselves to the limit.
エンジンの寿命を伸ばすためには質の高いエンジンオイルで摩擦や摩耗を減らす必要があります。私たちはそういうオイルを選ぶようにしています。
We will confront any obstacle because we believe that we will eventually overcome any challenge if only we keep trying. Now, ENEOS has succeeded in developing ENEOS X Prime to improve car ride comfort. By minimizing friction, the engine oil can improve the comfort of a car ride. It also improves fuel efficiency and acceleration. This is our premium engine oil, created with ENEOS's unique technology. We will continue to create new value through the development of engine oil. In this ever-changing time, we hope to assist all those involved realize their hopes and dreams with our efforts. Japan quality.
Alright, good evening everyone. Jong Uy here and welcome to the Racing Line Table Talk live and solo ulit tayo. But of course, we're not alone because you are there with us tonight and join us in this episode. Of course, we're just fresh from a very long weekend, which is the Holy Week. So, wala pa tayo last week. But nevertheless, we are back right now because we're going to talk about two amazing race that happened, I think 2 weeks ago. So, halos magkasabay at itong karerang to. Yes, all in one weekend sila, tama. So, last week, all happening in Luzon. Of course, so, kaya yun. So, we will check out. So, ngayon, wala pa po masyado sa chat. Okay, so, sa comment section. So, please do let us know if you are with us tonight. Again, wala na naman po ulit si Mr. Labrador because we all know it's election period. It's gonna be grueling, very busy, and ang dami pang ginagawa due to malapit na po yung election. And of course, nevertheless, tonight we're gonna talk about two races that happened last week. Okay, last week. So first, we're going to talk about the Motul Super Series Tarlac GP. So, of course, it happened in Tarlac Circuit Hill. And the other one is the ENEOS Super Sprint, which happened in Cavite. So, yun. So, yun po yung dalawang karera na pag-usapan natin. And of course, next week, we are going to have a guest, which is yung winning team. Hindi lang natin sila nasama ngayon tonight. It's because we have a lot to talk about, but next week we were going to be back and talk about again the Moto Super Series in time for the next Super Series that will be happening on May 18, which is there in Metro Manila in Luzon GP. Of course, so again, ayun, good evening, Sir Carlo and JM Morales from Team Neutral, and of course, Sir Carlo, good evening from Dad's Garage. So, yun. And of course, tonight, again, just like what we posted on our thumbnail, we're gonna give out two ENEOS items tonight, which is this jersey right here. Ayun. Bibigay po namin yan. Japan's number 1. And of course, the JDM-inspired t-shirt, dry fit from ENEOS as well. Of course, we all know ENEOS Motor Oil is very best known for its Initial D. I think you have seen the Initial D anime na medyo malaki yung ENEOS niya na doon na sticker doon sa car. So yun. And of course, our friends from Motul. Of course, Motul is our presenter for the Super Series Nationwide Championships. And luckily, meron pa po tayong a few shades right here. So pamigay po natin to later tonight. So join us. Of course, hindi pa nyo nakakalimutan itong Motul na shades, no? So hindi pa lahat merong ganito. So yun, we're going to give out this one tonight as well. And of course, ayan, marami na. Deo Pondo, good evening. Shout out BM111 Power Sports. That's Bornok Mangosong 111. There we go. Fritzy, kumusta? Kumusta, Fritz? From RK Racing Philippines. There you go. So again, Jay Morales and Jay Calderon. Mickey, good day mga bossing. Watching from Batangas. Vacation with the family. Yes, of course. Si Mickey, buti ka pa. Hindi pa pala tapos yung bakasyon mo, Mick. So, well-deserved rest for Mickey Torres. Medyo dalaw-dalaw. Sabay-sabay yung karera, RUGP and Super Series last time. And of course, next weekend, there is also the Motul Moto IR din, no? So, that is on May 3 and 4 yata. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken. Ayun, Sir Al Kamba, good evening. Sir Al, May 2 and 3 ba yun? May 3 and 4 yung Motul Moto IR, no? So, don't forget that one. Good evening, Rodney. Dave Torno from Cebu. And Rodney, good evening sa inyo. So, there we go. So, next week, May 3 and 4 yata, no? So, Motul Moto IR round number 2. So, back from the from a long vacation. So there we go. All right, so keep on coming dun sa mga comments natin. If in case, tell us where you're watching, greet your friends, shout out kung kumbaga. So anyway, tonight we're going to feature 3 races of the Motul Super Series Championship last April 13 by April 14 in a Tarlac Circuit Hill. So that is the opening of the 8-round series. So again, it's an 8-leg series happening across the country. So first stop would be Tarlac, second stop would be somewhere in Metro Manila. Of course, hopefully by next week we'll be able to announce it. And of course, June, July, August, September will be the Vismin time, which means we're going to go to Davao, we're going to go to Panglao, Bohol, everybody's favorite. And of course, we're also going to be in Cebu. So that is Super Series. Then, back to Luzon again for 2 rounds before the end of the year. So, 8 races po siya lahat. That is the Motul Super Series Nationwide Championships. And last weekend was the last weekend was the opening round of the championships. And of course, it's really a hot Sunday in Tarlac, but nevertheless, the race is really very hot as well. So maganda yung laban, and of course, a lot of like ng mga sinasabi ng mga tao, yung mga novice dati na naging intermediate, they indeed shine in these races as well. So of course, we all know that Super Series has also made some few adjustment in giving intermediate riders their separate categories. So there we go. All right, so first stop is the Super Scooter. This is the 125 Limited SP. So let's check this out. A good start right there for Bergania. Shuts the door on the inside, taking on the first corner. There we go. No changes right there. Ran Bergania, Cheta, and Jacob Rom. 0.131. And there is a brewing battle right here for second and third positions. Bergania. Ran Bergania looking good right here. Ancheta with a 4.049. Rom Malonzo in. I think that is Malonzo. Let's see. Oh, look at that. Rider number 15. That is J.M. Malonzo making a move on the inside as Ran Bergania is breaking away right here. There you go. Ran Bergania and J.M. Malonzo now on the inside. Look at that. Nice maneuver there. Bow! Too wide right there, and there we go. This is 4-5. There we go, making a move. That is rider number 1, Prince Jacob Rom. Of course, you're watching the Super Scooter 125 Limited SP. And of course, you're watching the Motul Super Series Nationwide Championships. Throughout the year, we have 8 races in our calendar this year, and of course competing are the Super Series Group franchise teams with a oh, look at that. This is the battle of De La Cruz and Jacob Rom. Let's see, first win of the day. And of course J.M. Alonso showed consistency as well, resiliency, even though he was last on the grid. And there we go. Even though he was last on the grid, he was so determined to get that second podium finish. And of course, race winner right here is Ran Bergania. All right, that was the first win of the day. So that was Ran Bergania yung nanalo po doon. But of course, aside from that, one of the highlights right there was the resiliency of J.M. Alonso. If I'm not mistaken, J.M. Alonso started at the back. So, kita mo yung, ayun, J.M. Alonso. Yeah, I was correct. So, J.M. Alonso started at the back. Then, iniisa-isa po niya yung lahat ng competitors niya until he got the second podium position. So, there you go. He was battling out with his riders right here. So, Rome at saka I think si Ancheta ba to? Yung ano niya. But of course, that was one of the biggest highlights right here. And of course, Ran Berganya, Prince Jacob Rome, there you go. So Ran Berganya started on pole and never looked back. So basically what really happened right here is that hindi na po nakapag-concentrate yung top two riders behind Berganya to overtake. This was the overtaking, the very nice overtaking maneuver of J.M. Alonso. Though when he returned back to the racing line on the inside, he was too wide right there. Good for him na hindi po sila nagbanggaan right there ni Ancheta, De La Cruz Ancheta to. So there you go. So that was one of the highlights right here. So of course, again, like what I mentioned a while ago, that Ran Berganya started on pole, and when the race started, never looked back. Wala pong nag-pressure sa kanya because here, 2, 3, and 4, there was really a battle brewing between Alonso, Ancheta, and Prince Jacob Rome. So this was one of the nice highlights in this category, which is the Scooter 125 Limited. So there we go. Congratulations, Ran Berganya and team, for winning this one for the Super Series. And of course, next up, we are going to check out. This is one of the exciting race na nangyari doon sa Tarlac GP, sa Motul Tarlac GP. So we're going to check this out. Oh no! Ran Berganya, problems right there. Basado Fernando looking good on the inside. Sticking on second right there is Jacob Sablaya. Wow, what a mistake right there for Kirby Berganya. Now, this is the opening stages as Jacob Sablaya. Composure of the veteran in the opening stages. Here we go. Look at the gap quickly established by Masato Fernando. Here we go. Lerick de la Viña closing in. Masato Fernando. Don't look now. It's already a 1 second gap right there. So it seems that the veteran move right there for Dustin Esguerra on the inside. What a move by the veteran, the youngest rider on the track right now. There you go. Look at that one right there. And that is the disparity between these two, as Dustin Esguerra making a move on the inside. Nothing right there. Pressuring. This is a three-way battle. What a nice race right there. Look at that. Berganya squeeze on the inside. There you go. Dustin Esguerra right here. A slide down to fifth. That is a back marker. There we go, back marker right here. Who's gonna take advantage of this? Nothing. I thought Dustin Esguerra would be able to take advantage of that, as Masato Fernando is poised to get the first win of the year. Strong second right here. Once again, this teammate are battling against each other. Let's see. And oh, made a mistake. That is Neddy Duran. Let's see. Last lap of the race. Here we go. Last chance for Dustin Esguerra to get this one right here. Blue flag on the track. There we go. Race leader poised to win. Masato Fernando winning this one right here. Jacob Sablaya coming in second with a 4.281 gap. Alright, ito yung isa sa mga karera na naubusan ako ng boses. Alright, so in this race, so many things happened. First of all, ang nangyari dito is I'm not sure. Carlo, if you're still in the comment section, please. Although pag-usapan natin next week, Carlo, gusto ko lang malaman ano nangyari kay Kirby Berganya dito. Hindi nag-start yung motor. So, if I'm not mistaken, hindi yata siya naka-gear. Tama ba? So, that was a crucial mistake or a problem with the bike. Pero I don't think there's a problem with the bike kasi ang bilis niya eh. So, when they started, he was 8 yata or 9. So, hinabol yun niya lahat, no? Hinabol niya lahat para makaabot siya ng third, yung last podium position. So, Carl, baka nanonood ka pa. Gusto ko lang malaman ano yung nangyari doon kay Berganya. Boy neutral! Ayun! Okay, tingnan ito. Kirby Manuel Berganya, boy neutral. Ayun, neutral daw. Ayun, sige. So, naka-neutral siya. But nevertheless, it could have been a very good finish for the team. Biro mo, if naging 1-2 yung team, so Masato Fernando. But of course, let's not forget the resiliency of Jacob Sablaya from Honda Project M na medyo talaga. So ito, Dustin Isguera was one of the veterans right there na naubusan din ako ng boses kasi grabe yung laban nilang tatlo dito. Then look, this was the squeezing, yung hinabol talaga ni Kirby Berganya yung itong grupong itong pack. This is the back markers. That pack. Okay, so isa doon si Dustin Isguera sa hinabol niya. So pati si Rain Del Mundo, I think, nandito din. But although they are in a different category, they are in the intermediate category. But of course, there you go. This is the battle of Neddy Duran and Kirby Berganya na, ayun, si Neddy Duran dumulas yung likod nung sa likod na tires. So that was one of the nice highlights right there. But of course, don't forget Masato Fernando, who started in second due to the neutral mistake of Kirby Berganya. He got the win right there with a let us see the gap. That is a 4.281 gap right there from Jacob Sablaya, and yung si Berganya naging 9 seconds yung difference nila ni Masato Fernando. So just imagine if only Kirby Berganya was able to start correctly, and maybe there's a good 1-2 finish for Dad's Garage, and of course, and someone else will be pressuring si Jacob Sablaya, no? So they'll be pressuring Jacob Sablaya in the there we go. So, kaya nakapasok si Dustin Isguera and everybody else in this race. So, someone will be pressuring on Jacob Sablaya as well. So, yun. So, but of course, Jacob Sablaya did a very good job as well to get malayo lang siya ng konti doon sa grupo ni Neddy Duran at saka ni Dustin Isguera. Ayun, look at that. He was really in the pace of Masato Fernando in the a few laps of the race. So there you go, Duran Isguera, then and of course at the mid section, that is the battle between the intermediate and the SP category. And of course we have Lyric De La Viña as well, who is also one of the top riders from Bacolod City competing under Honda Project M. Of course, nandiyan din si Unahon and si Rain Del Mundo. So there you go. This is the battle between the three riders, where si Dustin Isguera was the one really looking for ways to get. Ayun, na-traffic sila because of that back marker, and Dustin was just, looking for ways for him to be able to get past all of them right there. But of course, congratulations to Masato Fernando for getting this one. I think this is the first win of Masato Fernando. And there we go. That is the battle between Neddy Duran and Kirby Berganya. So, going back, Champ JM Alonso, yes. Sean De La Cruz, good evening. Gandang gabi, Gabriel Mayo, yes. Good evening sa iyo dyan. Alright, so we have one more race to go for the Motul Super Series, and this one right here is the Open Super Underbone Open. So this is another exciting race. So let's watch this. First corner right there. A good start from Masato Fernando. Berganya, and look at that. Dustin Esguerra tries to squeeze on the inside. Nothing there. Here we go. So you're watching the Super Underbone Open GP category. And who is that? We have to check on that. I think that was Esguerra who went down, but he was okay. There we go. There's a battler right here. This is that is Del Mundo, I think. We have to check on that. There we go. Let's see if Sablaya will be able to catch up once again. Masato Fernando completes one lap right here. This is interesting right here. So tingnan natin. Del Mundo and Sablaya. There is a battle. This is a battle for third. There is a contact right there. But nothing happened. Kirby Berganya has a chance to get closer to Masato Fernando. Oh, problems there on the bike of Jacob Sablaya. Going into that corner now onto the inside. A good overtaking maneuver section part of the track. We are continuing the battle of the Super Underbone Open category right here as Berganya and Masato Fernando. There we go. Like what I mentioned a while ago, 108.06. Neddy Duran and Jacob Sablaya. There we go. Neddy Duran is a little bit quicker right here. Closing in. Nice maneuver there on that corner. Let's see. Kirby Berganya, will he be able to defend an opening right there as Masato Fernando got that one. Exchange right here. Almost taking that back. It would gain an advantage for Berganya, or it would gain an advantage for Masato Fernando. That is a quick one right here. Let's see if Neddy Duran can hold on to this one. Side by side now on the inside. Jacob Sablaya. There is a back marker right here. Back marker. Wow. There we go. There is a back marker as Jacob Sablaya. Winning this one right here is Masato Fernando. Coming in second is Kirby Berganya. A 1-2 finish. All right, so that was a nice battle between the teammates. So, Carl, ano mo nga, although pag-usapan natin ulit next week, ano nga, meron bang team order yun kung sinong manalo o sino ba dapat manalo nung wala bang team order yun? So, anyway, so Dad's Garage really got this one on their pockets. So, Masato Fernando, Kirby Berganya, and Neddy Duran. I think they got a 1-2-3 podium. So it's a very rare win for Super Series na yung sa isang team lang yung nandun sa podium, 1-2-3. No? So there we go. Masato Fernando was all praises right here for Kirby Berganya as well. Nakipagsabayan talaga siya kay Masato Fernando, and we all know Kirby Berganya kinda hindi naman struggled. Oh, that was Dustin Esguerra, but Dustin Esguerra was okay. Kinda, hindi naman struggled, but kinda getting his ropes last year. But right now, he is showing resiliency. Kikipagsabayan siya ngayon kay Masato Fernando. So it's a bright future for Kirby Berganya for this year. And of course, we all know Jacob Sablaya was really in between all of these Dad's Garage racers. So wala kasing tumutulong sa kanya dito, no? So unahon was way back on the I think mid part yata si unahon dito eh. So he was way back, and he was squeezed in between all of these Dodge Garage racers. So it's really difficult to compete kasi these are really top racers as well, and I think meron yatang problema sa bike, but I'm not quite sure. But of course, the highlights of this race is this one right here. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, there were three lead changes yata at si Kirby Berganya. If you can see the purple, he is in purple time, which yung sector na yan, he got the fastest on that sector, no? Okay, so if you can see, we have two sectors right there. That is the total time. So the total time, fastest siya, 108.06 for Kirby Berganya. So he is really fast right here. Though, of course, Masato Fernando is also quick as well. So, gaya na sinabi ko kanina, they had three, change naman, lead change. But of course, a little bit of wide right there gave opportunity for Masato Fernando to get back to this race. But of course, the gap is just playing around 0.5 or 0.4. So that was really an exciting race for these two. Though they are teammates, I'm just wondering kung meron bang team order, kung ano bang yun nila, no? Ano ba? Ayun. Teka, sumagot na. 1-2-3 GP, 1-2 SPS. Wala namang team orders. Ayun, there we go. So very nice. Take all. Wow, galing. Of course, we're gonna talk about this next week with this team. Honda Project M Racing Team excited for next round. Si Mickey, merong si Mickey, Mick, meron ka bang inahanda diyan, Mick? Okay, so yun, no. So 1, 2, 3 for the GP category, and of course 1, 2 for the SP. So that's how strong Dodge Garage is this year. Very determined to beat the reigning champion, which is the KC99, no, sila Kerwin Chang. So there we go, take all. Wow, ganda ng hashtag. Shout out Rworks, Moto D and Moto Tan. Yun, good evening Romel Paz. Mickey, anong pinaghandaan mo? Meron ka bang pinaghandaan for next race? Gabrines Prince, good evening sa iyo dyan. Complete lineup for next round. Wow. Tindi. Exciting to. See you again soon. Yes, Sir Roger, see you soon. See you next week dito sa live natin. We'll be having the Dodge Garage Racing Team, no? So hopefully you can join us there as well. Okay, so that's it for the Super Series, for the Moto Super Series. So congratulations right there to Sir Al Camba and Inside Racing Nation men and women made the opening race possible. And of course, nandiyan si Sir Dudes of USRA, and of course NAMSA, Sir Art, and of course Sir Peter. Thank you so much. There you go. So these are the winners. These are the top three podium finishers, and there you go, Kirby Berganya as well right there. At saka Neddy Duran, of course, coming in third right here is si Rain Del Mundo. So there you go, and this is another double champion for Masato Fernando, and of course Jacob Sablayan second, and Kirby Berganya. This was the one na hinabol ni Kirby Berganya due to nag-neutral siya. Ayan, so this is a 1-2 for the Open SP. Of course, J.M. Alonso in second, and winning is Sean Espadilla, Lyric de la Viña, like what I mentioned a while ago from Bacolod, riding under the Honda Project M. And of course, Dodge Garage for S1M. Ravenol Racing, there you go, the 1-2-3 finish. So, congratulations, Sir Roger Solis, Carlo Calderon, and the rest of the team. Congratulations, Inyo. Wow, that was a very nice outing, and we're gonna have them next week right here. Of course, when we come back, we're gonna give you the ENEOS Super Sprint highlights. But of course, before that, we're gonna give you our friends from Yamaha. Check us out.
Take command with the all-new NMAX TechMax.
All right, thank you so much, Yamaha Motor Philippines. Check out the all-new Yamaha NMAX Tech Max. There we go. It's already out in the market. All right, so next up is our ENEOS Super Sprint race. So this is round number 2. Happened in Cavite, and of course, Super Sprint race is it's like a slalom autocross race that we have here for the regional autocross, but this one is a little bit faster because of the venue that they have. They intend to make it more faster, kaya nga super sprint. So of course, right now we're gonna check out a highlight right here. So we just changed the audio for this one. So this was edited by our friends from Super Sprint, but we changed the audio due to copyright infringement. So baka magka-problema lang tayo sa copyright nito. So that's why we just changed the audio. But of course, again, this is ENEOS Super Sprint. Check it out.
Know that they fly, know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. CJ Ike, now I gotta roll with ice. No rush, go and move dumb. Back and forth, push and shove. Make your peace and love turn to peace and gloves. Now you gotta do a run up. Flashback, thought you got mad, then he didn't crack that. In and out of dolo when a new match. Till the boys were on him and he crashed that. Till they came back, man, I don't act like. Heads off, yeah, all of that one pack. I could be anywhere, feeling alright. Till the game when the head is so mad act. I'm like. Right side, it came back. This lifestyle had me wrong. Woke up and then I kicked up. I turned ghost on them, I'm gone. Kicks on and I'm gone. Head missed and I did. Jit, clock that it got long. Jump in the dash in the blem. Free up the guys and dip out the ends. Jump in the ride and burn out the rims. Don't stop, don't cut. The boy that my end. Now we gonna block with the up for events. Skin kept close to you plotting on them. It's on 10. Back in the back, that's on tap. All ready to go and jump in. Walk up, talk up straight. Speak up, say what you say. Real in my face, I don't par with snakes. Watch them fade from my wave, they cut. We ain't like them, never keep it real in the ends. Never leave crib or the ends. Me and that kid, we don't even need to pretend. Me and them boys, we ain't friends. That, he ain't money, he ain't bad. But he's too deep in to go back. So I don't even understand why he's running brethren. And he's even acting like that. He ain't money, he ain't bad. But he's too deep in to go back. So I don't even understand why he's running brethren. And he's even acting like. Yeah, I'm on my worth, every single twist, turn nothing. I can see a couple boys fronting. Why they even acting like I won't push a button, touch a button, and leave a boy's head tops? Hey, I'ma have to lock it off. Section cut off, run up the block. I'ma get all these girls, bring them all back to the spot. I'ma have to lock it off. Section cut off, run up the block. I'ma get all these girls.
All right, so that was the ENEOS Super Sprint, and looking at that video, I just want to drive. No, I miss racing. Anyway, so congratulations to all the winners, especially the organizers of the ENEOS Sprint. And of course, we all know that this is happening for 6 rounds of racing. So they'll be having on May 4. So we will let you know later. We're gonna talk about that later on. And of course, aside from that, the Super Sprint is ito po, look at this venue right here at River Park. I think it's somewhere in Cavite. So this is one of the biggest highlights for this race is that it's high speed. Okay, so if you look at kanina, the drone shots was really very beautiful. It is a high speed racing, and of course, it's one at a time. There, if I'm not mistaken, there are 100 plus drivers competed in this race. So there we go. Look at that. It's like a quarter mile yung haba, no? So that is another car going back. So hindi lang po sila sabay. So there we go. Very nice the highlights right here. And of course, now they'll be happening. This is already round number 2, and it's happening 6 rounds, all in Metro Manila, I think. So the venue to be announced. So this is being presented by ENEOS Philippines, and of course the organizer right here. So by the way, next week, next week, May 4, I'll be here to join them in this race. So I hope to see you there. I hope to see you all there. So next round will be in May 4, round 3 at Okada, Manila. Wow. So sana dyan tayo mag-check-in, no? Anyway, so that will be on May 4. And of course, we would like to congratulate all the winners competed in the ENEOS Super Sprint. And of course, again, 100 plus drivers competed in this one with I think almost 200 entries. So if the category will permit you with the car, so there you go. Daming na call na ano nito. So there's also lady drivers as well right here. And of course, it's a family treat for everyone. Of course, during our go-kart days, every time you go to a go-kart race, you bring your family, your friends, your loved ones to a race, and it's always a weekend family occasion when there is races. So there we go. Wow, si Ma'am nakaapat siya na trophy. So wow. So there we go. Congratulations to the organizer of Super Sprint, and of course, congratulations as well to ENEOS Philippines for having this one. 6 races, and don't forget that they'll be having round number 4 or round number 3 in Okada. So I think they're gonna close a portion of at the back yata, if I'm not mistaken. So but I will be there. So according to ENEOS Philippines, there is also a car show or a car meet in the evening. So it's gonna be a blast during this weekend. So May 4, I will be there to witness this race as well, and of course to cover this race as well. So there we go. Congratulations to the organizers of the Super Sprint, and happening in 6 races, all in Metro Manila or Luzon. So there we go. So do we have some shout out RMT Harris? Yes. Shout out Muntinlupa City Truck, Tactical Motorcycle Riding, Justin Bilalon. Good evening sa iyo. Teka. RMT Production, shout out RMT. Yes. MotoGP Shootout. Okay, shout out BRC Palawan Racetrack, May 24, 25. There we go, BRC Palawan. So it's been a while that I've been to Palawan so keep on doing what you've been doing there. So just like I guess when I was there, a few riders approached us to help us to ask help dun sa mga karera doon. No, so that was one of our talaga na just continue doing what you've been doing right there para mano. And of course, ito Asia Road Racing Championship is this weekend as well. So April King Mascado, McKinley Kyle Paz, EJ Sobretodo, Masato Fernando, and John Emerson Ingito. Those are the Filipinos that are competing. I think Jacob Sablaya is there as well. And of course, sino pa ba ang nandoon ngayon sa Asian Road Race? So we have Filipino riders there representing the country for the Asian Road Racing Championships. Ayun, Andrew Antonio, maayong gabi sa mga diha. Archie Velasquez, this weekend, let's support. Yes, of course. Cebu and Davao, TRL family, good evening sa inyo if you're watching. And of course, once again, congratulations to ENEOS Super Sprint. Don't forget, 2 weeks from now, May 4, we're gonna see you there. Yes, I am going to be there. Let's see you all there dyan sa Okada, Manila. That is going to be at Pasay City. So, it's at the back of Okada yata. So, I'm not quite sure where is it. But of course, you can never miss Okada, the Okada Hotel. So, there we go. So, congratulations to all the winners of the ENEOS Super Sprint. So, excited to witness this race next week. And of course, it's time now to give out our prizes. Ryan Buguis. Yes, Ryan, we're gonna be in Tagum soon. Yeah. All right, so before we're gonna give out our question and answer prizes, don't forget, round number 2 would be on May 18, Luzon GP. We are yet to announce kasi ang dami po nagtatanong sa akin. Sorry, hindi po natin masagot agad-agad kasi medyo ano lang talaga. So round number 2 is gonna be on May 18. That will be in Metro Manila or somewhere in Luzon. So we're still yet to determine the venue. And round number 3 is the start of the Visayas Mindanao leg series for your Motul Super Series. We're gonna start in Davao GP, which is the ATCC VP Mall in Davao City. Kapitbahay ko lang po yun. So, that is round number 1 on June 1. There we go. So, marami po nagtatanong saan yung venue. Here is it. But the only venue that we are yet to announce is the Super Series round number 2. So, standby lang po kayo. Just check out Inside Racing Nation page for you to be able to know the exact venue for this one. And of course, our ENEOS Regional Underbone Grand Prix, Davao del Norte GP. That's going to be on June 15, Tagum City Hall grounds, Davao del Norte. So there we go. So Tagum City Hall, everybody race there. But of course, mind you, hindi po tayo doon sa kinarerahan namin last year. We have a new venue there, but it's still gonna be on very beautiful Tagum City Hall. So, magkasunod po yun, ha? Don't forget. So, 2 weeks apart, June 1 for Davao GP for your Motul Super Series, followed by the ENEOS Regional Underbone Grand Prix after 14 days for Davao del Norte GP. Alright, so there we go. Now, it's time now to give out our prizes for tonight. So, a while ago, kung di pa kayo nakaabot, very limited po itong jersey ni ENEOS. There we go. It's kinda limited na po to. Kaya hindi pa tayo mag-ano. Alright, so are you guys ready? Okay, so by the way, sa mga nanalo last week, I think the only missing is the addresses. You're yet to send us your address. So, padala lang po ng address ninyo dun sa mga nanalo. So, yun. Okay, here we go. First question. So, again, paunahan lang po. This chat screen right here is an accumulation of YouTube and 2 Facebook page. 3 Facebook page, 2 Facebook page na pala ng Racing Line and Live 1 TV. Ito, Bon Jovi, yun, Matabia. Good evening sa imo adiha. There we go. All right, question number 1. Here we go. Labas. Ayaw lumabas. What is Japan's #1 motor oil company? Ang dali-dali po. What is Japan's #1 motor oil company? Ayun, ang dali-dali lang po niyan. What is Japan's? Kaichin! Tamang-tama, Kaichin! Hindi pa namin napapadala yung ano mo dito. So, papadala. ENEOS is how it's being pronounced. ENEOS Motor Oil, or ENEOS, is Japan's #1 motor oil company. Kai Chin, Mr. Malcolm, we're giving this to you right here. There you go. So, if ever you got a chance to visit beautiful Japan, you will see almost every corner of the street an ENEOS gasoline station. So, wow. So that's why it's the biggest motor oil company in Japan. Authentic Japan, made in Japan. So there we go. Kai Chin, congratulations. Padala namin to sa iyo. Kasama nung mga nona, Kai Chin. Kaka-prepare lang namin. No need. Kaka-prepare lang doon sa mga ninyo na panalunan mo sa TPS. That's the Purple Sector. Oh, by the way, Purple Sector is also happening every Tuesday. We are also live on this page, the Racing Line, and yun. So, Purple Sector every week. Every other week pala. Nanood ako ng Racing Line. Haris John Roque, yes. Shoutout sa iyo. Alright, so we're giving out this Motul shades. Thank you so much, Motul Philippines. Sir Charlie Ong, and of course, Peter Yung. Maraming salamat po. So, we still have a few of these to give out throughout the years. So, there we go. It's the red one right here. So, pakita po natin to para, there we go. Yun. We're giving this out right here, right now. So, hindi na po pwede manalo si Kai Chin kasi nakapagsagot na po siya ng question. Evander Soliveres, shout out, idol. Yes. All right. Question number 2. There you go. Not necessarily. Name the rider who got double championship in the recently concluded Motul Super Series Tarlac GP. Sino yung rider na nag-double champion po? Kakabanggit ko lang siya kanina. Lawrence Patrick Velasquez Tamayo, Masato Fernando. Very good. Ayun. Tama po, si Lawrence Patrick Velasquez Tamayo. That is Masato Fernando from Dodge Garage. Got a double win during the Super Series last weekend. Last weekend. Ba't last weekend ako parate? Ayun, si Lawrence Patrick lang nag-answer. Okay. Shout out po, Libni. Good evening. Now we're giving out this JDM-inspired dry fit from our friends from ENEOS Motor Oil. There we go. So, this is a dry fit, ha? So, a very nice quality dry fit. Okay, so last question for the night. Going now. All right. When and where is the next leg of the ENEOS Super Sprint in Manila? Kakalabas ko lang po, kailan po at saan yung next leg ng Super Sprint in Manila? Dashi Watanabe, WR3. Ayun, Archie Velasquez, May 4, 2025, Okada, Manila. Archie Velasquez replying or commenting on YouTube. Yes, Archie, meron ka bang address namin, Archie? Paki-send naman, paki-PM. I'm not sure, John, kung meron siyang address. Please, we're gonna send this tomorrow. Alright, congratulations to all the winners, Archie, Lawrence Patrick Velasquez Tamayo, and of course, Kai Chin, maraming salamat. There we go, Bon Jovi, Okada, Bon Jovi, Bon Giovanni, yes, Okada. All right, so that's it for us this week. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. Solo flight tayo, but nevertheless, you joined me tonight. Maraming salamat. Of course, congratulations to all the winners of the Super Series Nationwide Championships. And of course, aside from that, Tarlac GP, congratulations to Dodge Garage. We're gonna have them next week. So sana si Dodge Garage meron kayong pamigay din, no? So Mr. Carlo Calderon, baka meron din kayong pwede mga pamigay next week. And of course, congratulations as well to the organizers of the Super Sprint, which they'll be having another race, round number 3, happening this May 4 at Okada, Manila. So, there we go. So, maraming salamat po. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Maraming salamat sa mga nag-comment and nagsabi na good evening din sa inyong lahat. And of course, thank you so much for joining. Congratulations sa lahat ng mga nanalo. And that's it for us. Thank you so much. We'll see you next week. Next Thursday, we'll be back. And of course, all my friends in Manila, we will be there on May 4. Don't forget, for the ENEOS Super Sprint in Okada, Manila. So thank you so much. If you're riding or driving home, have a safe drive home. And of course, don't forget to share your passion. Thank you so much. Good night, everybody. Bye.